What's the cow say? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle, for those of you who are brand new around here, and for those of you who are my regulars, welcome back. It's always lovely to have you. I love to talk all about affordable living and intentional homemaking, and I make 2 videos a week about those things. So if you're new and you're interested in those types of topics, definitely hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if it is something that you enjoy. Today on the channel, we are actually going to be doing a little bit of a Hobby Lobby haul. I went to Hobby Lobby earlier today and I kind of browsed around, so you should have seen footage of that already, of me kind of wandering around the store and seeing what they had. I've been seeing so many of like my YouTube buddies posting like all the Hobby Lobby decor items that I was like, yeah, I definitely have to hit this store up because there are some beautiful things that I've seen there in their videos. And honestly, I wanted to get some things to decorate our new master bedroom with, our 3rd floor renovation. And if you did not know, we are in the middle of renovating our 3rd floor, our master bedroom. I have an entire series playlist of all the different things that we've done for that space already. And I really love how it is coming together. So I have some haul videos coming up of some different items that we've purchased just to set the space up really nice and lovely. So if you are excited like I am for some Hobby Lobby items, definitely keep watching and let's do a haul. So the very first thing that I wanted to pick up, and I'm most likely going to put this in our new master bedroom, but it was a bunch of stems actually, and I had been waiting for the Hobby Lobby like 50% off the stems situation, and I went in and I was just loving this like dusty green and purple kind of combination. I sort of love that for spring, and I think that it'll be absolutely beautiful for our master bedroom as well. And I had already purchased a picture that you have not actually seen yet. I have a thrift haul coming up in a week or 2 that is going to be all stuff that I've been thrifting for the 3rd floor, but I thought this would be really beautiful in that picture. So I got this lovely stem. This was $12.99 originally, but it was 50% off. So that makes it, sorry, I'm like the worst with math stuff, $6.49. Duh. So I really loved this beautiful stem. I loved how, like I said, it was like that dusty green. It wasn't like really bright and in your face, which I really loved. And if I don't love it in our new bedroom, I can put it for sure somewhere else in this house, but I really think I'm gonna love it. I feel like when I was like kind of trying to feel out what I wanted our master bedroom to kind of just come across as, if you will, when I was putting different decor ideas together, was very just garden-esque, and not specifically feminine garden-esque. I didn't want like pink roses anywhere or things like that, but I just wanted it to feel like you were walking into this beautiful gardeny sanctuary. My husband and I both really love to garden, so it didn't feel like a far stretch from the things that we enjoy in life. So that was my one thing that I thought I would like. I got these stems that I thought were beautiful, and they're all tied together. I got these stems that I thought were really lovely. They're not as much of a dusty green, but I just loved how they felt like very wildflower-esque, and these were originally $4.99, so I only paid $2.50 for those. And then I got these two stems that are like lavender-esque. I actually think they are. Yeah, they're like faux lavender. They were both $4.99 a piece, so again, $2.50 each for the two of them, or $4.99 for both of them, which I thought was a really great deal and went well with the other kind of purpley stem. And then I got this beautiful lamb's ear, again with that kind of dusty green. This was $6.99, so I paid $3.50 for it. And I love this. I might buy a little bit more of the lamb's ear to put around the room. There was a ton of this like hanging, like just draping-esque beautiful stem that was there, but it was $18.99 for the stem. Now granted, you would get 50% off, but I still just felt like that was a little bit more than I wanted to pay right now. So I'm gonna sit on it, and if I still am really thinking about it in the near future, then I'll probably go back and grab it. But those were all the stems that I got, and I really love the combination. Like I said, they look so beautiful all together. So I'm excited to put this in a little kind of fixture in our room and really spruce it up with that lovely display. So the next thing I got, it's going to kind of seem a little random, but it's really not. It's this little pillar candle holder. I have been kind of looking for a pillar candle holder sort of situation, because not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before, we ended up getting like a whole bunch of pillar candles that are about the same size. And I've just kind of been loosely putting them around the house in different locations. I do actually burn them because I love them, but I never had something for them to like nicely sit on, and I just thought that this was such a pretty and very kind of simplistic piece. It was originally $11.99, but their candle stuff was also 50% off. I hit like the jackpot when it comes to the sales today, because I know they like to rotate their sales around, but everything that I was specifically looking for were all 40 or 50% off today. So I was very excited about that. So I got this, so I can put the pillar candle on it, and I'll probably end up putting this on one of the vanities. We're gonna have two vanities upstairs on the third floor in our new master bedroom. So I'm very excited for this. I think it will look lovely. And like I said, because it's 50% off, I only paid $5.99 for it. So the next thing that I ended up purchasing, this was kind of like, I'm not gonna call it a wild card, but kind of like a little bit of a wild card item, because I was looking for, if you saw my closet remodel video, I was telling you how we were gonna be painting the closet doors this beautiful color. It's like a taupey color, and it just had these really just very plain wood knobs on the door. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll pop over to Hobby Lobby and grab some knobs, because I love me a little knobby lobby. But I found these beautiful knobs, and they're kind of not something that I feel like I've ever kind of picked out before, or maybe actually that's kind of a lie. They kind of look like the pulls that I used in our kitchen remodel, but I just thought they were so pretty. I got two of them for the two sides of the closet door, and I just thought that they would be so lovely on either side of the closet. I loved it. It's like a double piece situation. I love that it had this beautiful fleur around the knob itself, and it is heavy duty metal. I really enjoyed this. I love these. These were $5.99 a piece, but they were also 50% off, so I got them for $6 for the two of them, which I feel like is a fantastic deal. Whenever you go to like a Home Depot or any of those types of places, their pulls and knobs are always so expensive, and I feel like they have zero design element to them. So I love when Hobby Lobby has their knobs and their pulls on sale. I tend to get all of the knobs and pulls around our house from there because I just find them to be so artistic and beautiful. So I love this purchase, and I really hope that they go with the closet. I think they're going to go very nicely. So the next thing that I got is kind of super random. It really was. I was wandering down the different aisles and I found a like ultra clearance aisle, which I don't know if I've just always missed that aisle before or I've just never really gone down it, but I found this beautiful little, it's kind of like a sugar bowl situation. And you're gonna be like, this is super random for a bedroom. Yes, I totally agree with you. But when I saw this, I was like, this would be a phenomenal candle. And I've talked about this on my channel before, but if you're new around here, I used to actually have a candle company. So I have a bunch of just wax and like lovely scents that I have loved, kind of like left over from that whole season of life. So when I find a very unique kind of piece, I'm always very interested in, like, I like to turn everything into candles. I think that's fun. I've actually turned a dough bowl into a candle before, and I loved how that came out. It was so beautiful. But this piece was originally $17.99. It was on clearance for $4.49, and then when I found it in the aisle, it was on like mega clearance for $1.79. And I was like, you couldn't get this at the thrift store for $1.79. So I was super excited about that. And I was like, that's kind of a no-brainer to me. I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to turn it into a candle. I'm going to throw it in our bedroom. And I think it will just be a beautiful little accent in the room. The next thing I got is super random. I'm not going to lie, because it's not going to go upstairs in our bedroom, but I got it in the spring shop. So last year I had gotten these like jute placemats essentially for our table, and I really like to have them out in the springtime, but they came in a 4-pack and we have 6 seats at the table, and my husband particularly, my husband particularly sits at the head of the table. And when I had the 4 placemats there was never like a placemat at the head of the table. So I found this lovely jute placemat that could match it. It was in the spring line. It was $7.99, which I feel like I got all 4 at Lidl for $7.99 total. So that was a little rough for me, but it was 40% off. So I only ended up paying $4.79 for it, which, I mean, take it or leave it, could be a lot for a placemat, but I just really wanted something to kind of anchor the table with, so that like at least 5 of the seats have placemats, or the 5 seats that we like use the most. So I grabbed that, not for our bedroom, but like, you know, still part of the haul. Okay, and then the next thing that I picked out is kind of out of my wheelhouse. Like, it's not something that I really have anything similar like it in the house. If you can kind of see from like the scape around me here, we love the light, bright, and airy. I love beachy tones. That's kind of my style and design around the house. And I saw this piece and I just thought it was so lovely. It's just this beautiful floral vase. It's so much darker than I would normally naturally gravitate to, but I just thought it was so lovely that it had such beautiful colors. It still has like my beachy blue in it, but it was completely different than anything I've normally gotten. And I'm not sure when this video is going up. It's either going to go up just before you see our board and batten renovation part of our master bedroom series, or it's going to come up just after that. But either way, we have a board and batten renovation coming up, like a how-to, so definitely pay attention for that. But my husband did this phenomenally beautiful board and batten wall, and on the top of the wall, I had him make like a little extended shelf so that we could like rest things on it decoratively. I love how it came out. It looks beautiful. And I just thought this would be such a perfect thing to kind of rest on the board and batten. So I really love this piece. I'm hoping that my husband really loves this piece, because I don't want to purchase anything for our bedroom that is super my style or my taste and not kind of have him a part of that. Like I said, we're garden-y people. We love florally kind of things. So I felt like this was like florally, but also masculine enough to not feel like super girly. So we'll see. And this was $26.99, but again, it was 50% off, so I only paid $14.50 for it, and I really love it, so I hope he really loves it too. And then the last thing that I picked up kind of went along with this. I saw this at, like, it was like on the very bottom shelf of this one section, and I just happened to like really crouch down and see that it was even there because I wouldn't have noticed it otherwise. But again, it just kind of spoke to me. I love those botanical prints. I love kind of like those old school looking botanical prints. And what I loved about this was it's completely opposite of the piece I just showed you, but it still has the same color tone in the piece that marries it together. So it is this beautiful botanical print. It's got glass on the front of it. And I loved how simplistic it was, just a really simplistic stem. The blue on the top I thought was absolutely beautiful, but like the blue in here, like they just go so lovely together. So I thought having them next to each other on the board and batten wall would be something that was really beautiful, or I could anchor them in different areas of the room. I'm not totally sure yet what I want to do. I'm getting like massive reflection from the window. I'm not totally sure, but I just thought that they like complemented each other really well without being super matchy. And I love having like the light and the dark sort of married together in a space. I think that it adds nice balance, right? So it's not like super heavy or like super just bright and airy and blah, like there's some contrast. And I also got, if you haven't seen my thrift with me haul for like my winter thrift with me, I had purchased this beautiful gold frame, and I already got a lovely, like, it's a spring painting, but it is in the same black tone. I'm like feeling this kind of color palette right now, and it is this beautiful like picture of like florals coming out of a vase, and I printed that out. I put that in the frame, so you'll be able to see that when you see kind of like my decorate with me video for the space. But I really am loving those kind of like darker floral tones, so I feel like they will all marry so nicely together, and I love how they all are coming out. So that is everything for today's haul video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I always so much appreciate you watching, commenting, supporting my channel. Let me know in the comments what your favorite piece was. If you've been to Hobby Lobby lately, our Hobby Lobby, the one that I went to in particular, is like half the size of a regular Hobby Lobby. So I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff that I kind of missed out on if I had gone to like the big one, but the big one's like a lot further away. So I love our little mini Hobby Lobby that we have locally. So I just popped in there, but let me know if there was something that you really liked. And I'm just so grateful, like I said, that you've tuned in. So definitely keep on watching. Subscribe if you're new. Check out my Instagram if you have not had the ability to do that yet, at Comfortable Spaces. And I will see you guys in another video super soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye.